Welcome to MATLAB for Easy Students. So here we'll discuss how to create a matrix and we'll find out how to find the maximum value of a matrix. A is a matrix having the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Now we'll just apply max of A. So if you apply max of A, so this will give you the maximum values in column wise. So check it here in each column. What is the first column? In the first column, the maximum value is 6. So 6 will be displayed. In the second column, what is the maximum value is 7. In third column, what is the maximum value is 8. So maximum value will be found out column wise if you use max. So after finding that, if you use max of max A, then it will give you the maximum value in the matrix. It gives us what is the maximum value in the matrix here is 8. Similarly, to find out minimum value, we have to use min of A. Okay, so that gives us what is the minimum value. What is the minimum value here in this case is 1. Now we'll discuss what are the other functions we have. So the matrix functions, these are the matrix functions we have. So this comes from this functions will be getting in the matrix form. Okay. So these are some of the built-in functions in the MATLAB. What are the built-in functions here? Is I will give us the identity matrix. Zeros will give us matrix with zeros. Ones gives us the matrix with ones. Diag gives we can extract the diagonal elements by using diag, or we can create a matrix with the give diagonal elements. And triu will give you upper triangular part of a matrix, and trial gives us the lower triangular part of a matrix, and rand gives the randomly generated matrix. Okay, so now we'll see the applications of this in the MATLAB. So here first we'll clear the command window. So that to clear the command window we'll be using CLC. So just now we have discussed I, yes or no? So I is to create identity matrix. So what are the inputs we have to give here? The number of rows and number of columns. Okay. So identity matrix is a square matrix always, yes or no? The number of rows and number of columns should be same. So this gives us 3 by 3 identity matrix. So if number of rows and number of columns are same, so then you no need to give um, both row number and column number. Okay, so here we can give only one number, so the same number will be considered as column number. Now in this case you see here we are getting a matrix of 4 by 4 identity matrix. Okay, similarly we can obtain the matrix with zeros. To obtain matrix with zeros, so this zeros will be used here. We should give what is the number of rows and number of columns. Okay, so here we get here 2 rows and 3 columns with zeros, with all the entities as zeros. Similarly, we can get the matrix with all ones. Okay, so to get matrix with all ones, here also we have to give how many number of rows and how many number of columns. Okay, so then we'll be getting a matrix with 3 rows and 4 columns, because we have given 3 comma 4 with all its values as 1. Okay, and we will discuss how to obtain diagonal elements of a matrix. Okay, so for example now we'll create a random matrix. Here we have rand, no? So rand is used to create the random matrix. For example, Z is a random matrix of size 4. Number of rows and columns will be same. Okay, so of size 4. Now I want to extract the diagonal elements of matrix Z. Okay, so diag of Z. So we'll be getting all diagonal elements of matrix Z. That is, see here 0.8147, 0.0975, 0.5176, 0.1419. Okay. Now, for example, if you want to create a matrix with the diagonal elements, okay. So in that case, we have to give the diagonal elements in the square brackets here like this. Okay. So how will be giving the diagonal elements? See here. We have to give the diagonal elements. After each element, we have to use a semicolon. Okay. So here we say, for example, we want to give the diagonal elements as 0.5 semicolon, 0.6 semicolon. Okay. So I have to use semicolon, not colon here. So use semicolon, then 0.7. Now we are getting a matrix with these diagonal elements. Okay. So just click on enter so that you check we'll be getting a matrix with this diagonal elements. Just now we have created a matrix Z which is a random matrix. Now we'll see what is try U. Okay. So it will give you the triangle, upper triangle part of a matrix. Okay. So see here we are getting all upper triangle part of this matrix. Similarly, what is trial? Trial will give you the lower triangle part of the matrix Z. Okay. So here we'll be getting the lower triangle part. What are the upper triangle parts will be equal to 0. Okay. So like this, these are the matrix functions we can operate on matrix. Okay. Other matrix functions we can use here is size, determinant, inverse, rank, reduced row echelon form, eigenvalues, eigenvectors. Okay, Pauli will give you characteristic polynomial, norm will give you norm of a matrix, and this conditional number in the two norm. LU will give you LU factorization, QR will give you QR factorization, CHOL give you Cholesky decomposition, and SVD will give you single value decomposition. These are the built-in functions in the MATLAB. This will give you corresponding the values whatever is defined here. Okay. Now we'll see the applications of this in the MATLAB. How we will be operating this in the MATLAB. So size. Just now we have created a matrix Z. So size of Z. What is the size of Z? 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay. Now if you want to find out determinant of matrix Z, what is the keyword here is det. Det gives you determinant of matrix Z. Then to find out inverse. So to find out inverse of Z, what is the keyword here is INV. So that gives you inverse of Z. So you know that inverse of Z into Z gives you what? Identity matrix. Now you check it here, we are getting identity matrix. Similarly, Z into inverse of Z gives you the identity matrix. So we are getting identity matrix here. Okay. Now to find out what is the rank of a matrix, so we have to use RANK. So it is rank of Z gives you the rank of matrix Z. Okay. And similarly to find out eigenvalues, what is the keyword? We have to use EIG. EIG is the eigenvalue we use to find out the eigenvalues. So EIG of Z gives you the eigenvalues of matrix Z. And similarly to find out eigenvectors. So to find out eigenvectors, we have to use this form. Here we have to use a square brackets x comma z. Okay, it is equal to, see here, eigen of z. Okay, so we have to use this form, eigen of z. That gives you the eigenvectors and eigen values. Okay. So that gives us, see here, what is x now? X will be eigenvectors in the corresponding location. And what is z here? Z is the eigenvalues placed in the diagonal location. So what are the eigenvalues we got? 2.4021 minus 0.03346 minus 0.7158. Okay, the same values we got here. Okay, so these are the some of the built-in functions in the MATLAB. Thank you.